All right. It is 8 o'clock. It's time to go live. Yes, it is. Well, we are live. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. We're here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and I tell you what, people, we were just celebrating, not that long ago, we were celebrating all of you wonderful people out there, 200 subscribers. Well, Bear Texas Clock, it is up to 300 now. So let's celebrate again. Celebrate again. Want to thank all the new and also the returning people out there. If you're new out there, Bear kind of does this show every Wednesday and Saturday evening, about 8 o'clock, more or less there. Tries to do a professional show, kind of a variety show. We talk about comics, a number of other things. We're going to talk about the woo here in just a minute, but if you are new, hey, make sure you hit that thumbs up for Bear. He would appreciate if you enjoy the content that Bear is creating. It is neck and neck, though, people. It is neck and neck with the archive channel out there. The archive channel, I think, has like 296 subscribers, and this one has a little over 300 right now. So there we go, people. We need to keep we need to keep the main channel better than the archive channel out there. That would be very strange if Bear's archive channel, which only had like 6 subscribers like a couple months ago, all of a sudden overtakes the main channel here. So there we go. There we are. Great to see Jiminy here. Dang, you scared me, Bear. I was in the other room and thought my air conditioner was breaking, but it was just your growl. Well, double check and make sure. Double check and make sure. Being without the AC down there in South Florida might not be. You'd probably be better off in the woods with a bear than without AC in the summer. That would be a bad thing out there. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Appreciate all the new people out there. We do appreciate each and every one of you. But first, people, breaking news. Breaking news. You can probably tell by the oh gosh, what am I trying? Where am I? By the thumbnail that we have up here. Beer's trying. Where are we? Okay, there is. There is OBS. There we go. Because we've actually got some important news for you people. Let's get right on into it. That would be from just the news out here. And Melanie Hubbard, Brandon out there ends the Woo Flu national emergency by signing it's bipartisan, people, congressional resolution. We a lot of times talk about comics on this show here, but I tell you, Bear was one of the first, if not the first, in the whole comic state kind of sphere out here that was talking about the woo and what was going on with that. So it's been kind of a long time. Gosh, we were talking about the vaccine and all that sort of stuff a little while back. It's finally coming around, people, and it's coming to an end. President Brandon has signed a bipartisan congressional resolution to end the Woo Flu, a national emergency, weeks before it was set to expire. The White House had voiced a public opposition to the resolution, but Brandon signed it anyways on Monday. Led all of the newscast, I'm sure, out there. Led all of them. It was big news, right? I mean, of course it was. It had to have been. The emergency order had been in place for more than not 1, not 2, but 3 years, people. 160 weeks to flatten that curve. It allowed the federal government to respond to the pandemic with sweeping steps, including, shadow banning or actual banning of people. Oh, shoot, I didn't bring up the, gosh, where was that? I thought I had saved that. No, I didn't save it. Oh, for crying out loud, Bear. Anywho, Alex Berenson out there, another great bear, suing. he sued Twitter, got his account back. Ends up suing the government as well because they came after him. Kicking people off of Twitter, kicking people off of YouTube, other stuff like that. There we go. Some of the emergency steps that have been wound down. But others are still in the process of being phased out. Well, no, it's done. It's over. In fact, let's check out the great release here that they sent out. Like 2 sentences. Okay, you built your entire campaign that you were coming at from your basement. You built your entire campaign on eradicating the woo, and you come up with like 2 sentences. Oh yeah, it's done. All right, whatever. Not really, not really the climax that everybody was hoping for. On Monday, April 10th, 2023, the president signed into law HJ Resolution number 7, which terminates the national emergency related to the Wu flu pandemic. That's it. That's all that they had to say. That was it. They flew off to Ireland. That was it. Anywho, actually, let me just do that. Oh, we were at the news. Where am I? Come on, Beer. Perfect. If you are new here, if you happen to be new here, you might have missed all of the unprofessional shows that Beer's been doing, but today might actually be the day that we come slightly closer to a professional show. The national emergency was set to expire on May 11th, but finally we got rid of it. The resolution passed the Senate last month by a vote of 68 to... Who are the 23? Beer wants to know who are those 23 people. However, the resolution faced more opposition in the House when nearly 200 Democrats voted against the measure when it passed the chamber in February. What have they been doing for all of March? They just kind of drag their feet? What's going on with that? All right, I guess we'll get around to maybe getting rid of this emergency thing there. But there you go. It is done, people. It's done. I don't know how many vaccines we're up to now. What is it? Like the 10th booster, the 12th booster? If you get one in each arm, it should be able to protect you there. It should not really. The mask worked. No, they didn't. They didn't stop anything. Well, we got the vaccines, Beer. We got the warp speed to the moon. They all 12 of them. They worked, right? No, none of the vaccines worked at all. Sweden is getting rid of the vaccine, so this is no way. We're being neutral on this, but screw that. So there you go, people. It's over. It's done. Our long national nightmare is over. Or is it? From the New York Post, Furby connected to Chat GDP reveals plan to take over the world. To take over the world. From Emily Lefroy, something like that. It's cute. It's cuddly. It has a plan to take over the world. For anyone suspecting that Furby, the quintessential toy of the 1990s, has a slightly sinister undertone, then you may have just been proven right. Vermont engineering student Jessica Card hooked up a Furby PT software she created with some bizarre results, with the furry creature revealing its scheme to achieve world domination. This is the face, people. The face of world domination. Dun 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 dun. Oh, good to see, good to see P Money here. Just in time for the world to be taken over by Furbies. Let me see. In a clip shared on Twitter, the University of Vermont student showed a Furby robbed of its fur and with only eyes and a beak remaining answering questions using artificial intelligence software. The interaction starts off normally as it can for a stripped down robotic demon toy, rather, politely asking the person behind the camera what they wish to talk about. She asked, was there a secret plot from Furbies to take over the world? After pausing to collect its thoughts on conquering the Earth, it blinks a few times before replying, I'm thinking about what you said. The aspiring reigning leader ponders before succinctly delivering a chilling answer. Look at those eyes, people. Look at those eyes. Furby's plan to take over the world involves infiltrating households through their cute and cuddly appearances, it revealed, then using their advanced AI technology to manipulate and control their owners. That wasn't the end of the small robots' plan. They will slowly expand their influence until they have complete domination over humanity. Well, not bears, though. Not bears. I think this might be the start of something bad for humanity, card captioned in the Twitter post. To create the Furby from hell, Kirby used a Raspberry Pi. Well, naturally. Which is a small computer used by people who have just started programming. For my verbal prompt, I used a Python speech recognition lib to record the audio from a USB mic and then send that chat over to OpenAI's Whisper lib to translate, to just transcribe, rather. Card wrote in a tweet that gets sent to the chat GPT. For crying out loud. To hear. I'm sorry, people. It is not going to be a professional show after all. To hear the response, the text from the chat GPT was run through a system called Narrakeet, which was played through a USB speaker. Although people admired the engineering feat behind the talking toy, they were also a little concerned about what it's saying. Hard no, but impressive, one Twitter user quipped. The dramatic pause makes it really. I'm deeply afraid. Deeply afraid. Look at the face. You should all be deeply afraid, people, of Furbies taking over the world. Yes, indeed. Great to see Amy here. Great to see Amy, and probably Melissa as well. And also Flyfox. Holy cow, we've got so many wrenches in here, for crying out loud. Yes, indeed. If you haven't, if you were getting here late, Bear was celebrating 200 subscribers just the other day. It's up to 300 now, so there we go. We can celebrate. We can celebrate getting rid of the Woo Flu. Our coming AI overlords, and Bear getting 300 subs. I mean, if you haven't seen the trio of destruction there, that would be probably it. Probably it. How many horsemen of the apocalypse did they have? They had more than 3, right? Let's see, disease, pestilence, war. I forget. There's a number of horses out there. There you go. It's not cute, Peabody. It's gonna come take over the world. It just looks cute to infiltrate many households until it's getting ready to take over the world. There you go. There is the face of doom. Yes, indeed. All right, people. Well, going from AI overlords to take over the world, we've actually got some campaign updates here. Actually, kind of a sad one here to be. I hate to start off with the sad one first, but let's start off with a little sad note here from good old Kevin Sharp. Let's see if I can bring it up. There we go. Come on, Beer. Professional show. Yada, yada, yada. There we go. From Kevin Sharp. Checking in, he says. Happy Easter, Dragonguard fans. Happy Easter. Bear hopes everyone had a happy Easter and got to eat the ears off of the bunnies. I'm sure that's how it works. Something like that. You go through, you go looking for eggs, and then you eat the ears of a bunny, if Bear remembers correctly. I wanted to do a quick check-in and apologize for not updating last month. Kevin says he's been in the hospital towards the end of March with pneumonia. The antibiotics weren't kicking in, so he had to go back. That hospital. You gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for those hospitals. Just saying. We'll get more colors in, and we'll be back to regular updates this month. He says Kev. There you go. Well, Kev Hulk out there. We hope he is doing well. Dragonguard, looking very much forward to Dragonguard out there. Hopefully, we're getting close, people. Getting close. Hopefully, we'll get Dragonguard before we get Cash Grab. That would be helpful out there. At least get it in before Lone Star 3, for crying out loud. So, anyways, there you go. Want to wish Kevin all of the best out there, and hopefully he kicks this pneumonia right in the tuchus. Right there in the tuchus. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. A lot of hellos out there. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Flyfox. Seems like everybody's getting sick here, for crying out loud. Let's see. Pima says, I say if it takes over Canada, that would be the AI-controlled Furbies. It will still do a better job than our current government. That's true. This could go well for this one as well. A Furby AI Furry 2024. There we go. There we are. Jimmy's sick. Everybody's sick. Don't pass that through the USB port there. Beer doesn't want to get sick here. Not at all. Anyways, we want to send Kevin out there all our best. Hopefully he'll get better here relatively soon. All right, moving along from poor old Kevin and his illness out here. For the ghost, sing it with me, people. That'd be the ghosts of Matecumbe. That'd be the ghost of Matecumbe. Kumbaki. Uh, professional show, yada, yada, yada. Update, that'll be week 19. Good morning, my friends. It is in the evening, Graham, but we'll allow it. I apologize for missing last week's update, but things have been very busy around here. I had to get the files for Joe Frankenstein ready and off to the printer. Very good. At the same time, I got more pages done on Ghosts. This upcoming week will be nothing but getting done on my end, because this upcoming week, nothing will be getting done on my end because we're headed to Georgia. Head down to Georgia. He's gotta fiddle with the devil down there. Tomorrow for my daughter's upcoming wedding. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Good job, Graham. I'm sure he will be smiling at that one. I'll be on the road next Monday, so there'll be no updates then as well. Greg will of course still be working on colored pages, so progress will still be made. And he says, here are some cool pages. Let's check them out, people. He says, here are some cool pages to check out. To hold you over until I get back. One completed and one in progress. He's working on the one there off to the right. But a nice one there. Looks like a nice little page that he's got there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. The guy at the door looks pretty ominous, though. Watch out. Anytime there's somebody at the door with a gun, you gotta watch out. Bear is very well aware of that. Very well aware of that. And I'm trying to figure, is he doing this digitally? It looks like he might be doing this digitally. So well, there you go. Interesting. Didn't know that. He goes on, thanks to you all, Ghost of Matecumbe is the most successful Compass Comics, campaign to date. He's almost at 2,000 backers, congratulations, and over 150K. Young lady, there you go. This book is going to be epic. Thank you all so much for your support. We'll be meeting back here when the wedding celebration is concluded, and he is recovered. Congratulations, Graham. Congratulations. Have a great one. That'd be from Graham. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff there. Pretty cool stuff. Life will continue. Even after the end of the Woo Flu. Even after it. Yes, indeed. Alright, and finally. Finally? Is it finally? Yes, it is finally. From the from Aaron Lupresti. The Keown t-shirts ending soon. Blood Hunters are rolling along. That might be pretty scary. Hey everyone. Hey Aaron. I just wanted to let you know that page 43 is finished, and he's on to page 44. Only 10 more pages to go of the Wraith of God. Oh, it's going to be 54 pages. Okay. The great thing about being your own editor and publisher is when the script needs to be altered and a splash page added, you can do it. You can do it. The downside of being your own boss is he can be an a-hole sometimes. Also, the colors coming in from Omni are looking great. See page below. Let's check it out. Why are we talking about it? We can check it out. That's pretty cool. I like that. He's getting bitten a lot. Gotta watch out for that. Got to watch out for that. The Dale Key-owned werewolf shirts are back, but will be gone again in a week. So if you want one of the coolest looking shirts ever, make sure you order yours soon. Finally, congratulations to you all as we hit the 140K mark, and you all get the Dan Lawless trading card for Freebo. The campaign continues to grow thanks to you and your support. Well, Bear tries out here, and willingness to spread the word. Well, that's what we're doing here. One last item, the Wraith of God #1 second printing is live for only 2 more weeks. So if you don't have the first issue, people, what's wrong with you, #1? Or if you want a copy with the new cover, get over there soon. There you go. He says, thanks again, and we'll talk soon. Here we go. Oh, there's the, let me show it. Let me show this shirt here. Here we go. Here's the Dale Keown shirt. Inspired by beer, one might say. Inspired by beer, but there you go. There you go. Just make sure you get it in the right XXXL there. I had some issues with that. This looks like a small. I'm sure the XXXXXXL will be a larger print there. Larger print. Or it might be the same size and the shirt's just gigantic. You never know. You never know. But you only got what do you say, 2 weeks? 2 weeks, people. Yeah, check it out. There you go. Oh, excuse me, gone in a week. The shirts are gone in a week. It's the 2 weeks for the other campaign there. So there you go. Don't get those confused. Don't try to go to the second printing and order a shirt, because that just ain't gonna work, people. That ain't gonna work at all. All right, let me get back here. We only had a couple updates this time around. Ah, God, that's scary. Oh, for crying out loud. Why'd you leave it there, Beer, for crying out loud? Urgh. Anywho, let's see, where am I? Come on, Beer. Where did it go? Where did it go? There. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyways, we were actually talking about the blue beetle, and it has a movie. I don't know, whatever. The other day, and Bear had no idea where it came from, what they were talking about, what the powers were, anything like that. But finally, Dan Dito explains how Jamie Riaz was created. There you go, from comicbook.com, and Russ, how you pronounce this? A Burlingame. Russ Burlingame up here. There you go, interesting. Oh shoot, I'm behind. Hashtag computer virus. I hope not, Jimmy. Let's see. Are you sure it's not Matecumbe? I don't think so. I don't think so. Matecumbe. At least that's what Beer thinks. That's Beer's thought on that. Let's see. Flyfox says, I never ordered the second Cyberfrog. I read the first and didn't think the series was something I was interested in. Flyfox, put away any misconceptions out there. Cyberfrog 2 was an excellent book. Beer will stand behind that for sure. I was with you on the first book. The first third of the book was really excellent, and then the rest of it ended too soon and all that sort of stuff. This one ends on a great note. Um, just a really good book. Really good. Talking about what's going on kind of culturally today, but with a story about a cybernetic frog and alien bees out there. So kind of good if you're just reading a comic book, and just want to enjoy that part. But if you want to just scratch a little bit deeper on there, yeah, you'll find some good stuff. Let's see. He also says, anybody see the Disney movie Treasure of Matecumbe? The ending? No, there hasn't. That must have been an old Disney one. The ending has the villains become the implied sex slaves of American Indian. What? What? Uh, oh, huh. Well, okay. Let's see. You mean the villains didn't become Disney princesses? P-Money asks. Maybe, maybe. Wasn't the movie Frozen? Wasn't the girl in there like the villain or something like that? She was supposed to be the bad person. I don't know. It's weird. Beer's never seen it, so he doesn't care. Fly Fox says it was a really bad movie with a really strange ending. The only reason I remember it, because of that ending. Yeah, that would be very impactful. Very, very impactful. The robot furry looks like me after I eat chocolate fondue. Really? That's what he looks like. With wires coming out and everything. And unblinking eyes staring into your soul. Dun 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 dun. There you go. We go from one catastrophic emergency to another here. But let's lighten it up here. Blue Beetle, blah 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 blah. Following the release of the Blue Beetle trailer last week, Dan Dito, a longtime DC editor and publisher who was in charge when Jamie Reyes made his first appearance way back in 2005, took to social media to share his recollections about the creation of the character. His input was key to Jamie taking shape that he did, and his name is one of handful that others, handful, what? Handful, that start? I don't know. Come on, man! Stinking comicbook.com. Get your editing right here. Anyways, it started circulating a bit on social media as fans celebrated Jamie's big screen debut. Oh boy, it wasn't gonna be that way. They were gonna. Oh, we'll talk about HBO Max in here in just a minute, but it was gonna be on HBO Max, now called Max. Go figure. Before it got on the big screen, and look forward to the movie. Nobody bear has anybody in the chat. Raise your hand if you're looking forward to the Blue Beetle. Let's see. As a result of Dito's Facebook thread, fans got some fun trivia from other unexpected places. The post deals with how Dito came up with some basic ideas about the character who would eventually be Jamie and recruited Justice League International and 52 Maestro Ken Giffen. Giffen? Okay. I was about to say, Keith Giffen. I was about to say Ken Griffith Jr. Wasn't he like a baseball player? To help out. It was Giffen who brought on writer John Rogers. Here's what he had to say about the process, with a few quick pauses to annotate and elaborate. You don't elaborate with a few quick pauses. I don't know, whatever. He says, I was happy to see all of the positive reactions, question mark, to the Blue Beetle trailer. Did you watch any of what Bear had to say and how terrible it looked? And I didn't even need to play the trailer because, oh my god, terrible looking. And surprised to see my name enter the conversation and then watch it quickly removed. Oh my goodness. I usually don't react to things of this nature, but it did remind me of the time in comics when collaboration was key and credit was for a job well done. I guess you have never heard of Comicsgate, sir. Not at all. It also made me go back and check my recollection of things, only to show the path of creation and the work involved in bringing the character to life. It was in a creative summit with Jeff. Is it Jeff? Do you pronounce it Jeff or Geoff? Geoff. We'll go with Jeff. Greg Rucka and Judd Winrick. An editorial. Just editorial. Doesn't give any names. For Infinite Crisis. And all the surrounding series that it was dedicated to. Kill Ted Cord / Blue Beetle. Ted Cord sounds like a Honda vehicle. I get our Ted Cord. It was the defining moment of Countdown to Infinite Crisis and the events that launched 1,000 stories. Now, I always knew that I wanted to kill Ted. Hashtag kill Ted. I needed a death that mattered to fans, I guess. And given his past storylines, overweight with a heart condition. Wait a minute. Hold on. Overweight with a heart condition would be a perfect superhero. I mean, talk about, okay, quick, Blue Beetle, we need to stop the villain. It's like, oh, hold on, I need to be able to fit into my pants here. Oh god, it won't quite close off for crying out loud. And then he has heart palpitations whenever he's battling with the bad guy there. He's like, punch. Oh my, I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth. I got a heart attack coming on here. That would be great. This would be a lot better than whatever these people came up with. I felt he was past his prime as a superhero. Hold on now, a past his prime superhero would be completely excellent. I don't know why we don't do that. I was working on a plan to slowly diversify the DC universe. Well, how did that go? How did that go? Hmm. We had included Jason Roosh as Firestorm, and Ryan Choi as Adam, and we were 2 years away from Kate Kane's Batwoman. How did that turn out? So I wanted a new Blue Beetle, younger, more in line with his original creator, Spider-Man, and I thought he should be Hispanic. Why? What did that have to do with it? And I liked his origin to be centered around the Scarab, whatever. So when Greg Rucka elevated the importance of the whatever, in Countdown, I went looking for a creative team to create and design the new Blue Beetle. Okay, but what the heck's a Scarab? The first stop was easy. Ken Griffith Jr. He was a creative visionary of DC Comics for over a decade, and a great baseball player, by the way, and one of those responsible for making the original Blue Beetle a comic book cult classic that Bear has never heard of until now, along with Booster Gold. Oh boy, Keith allows a good challenge in blowing things up. Watch out for that guy. So naturally, it seemed like an easy fit. Keith, whose wife was Latina, took the assignment primarily because the character was Hispanic. Make up your mind, is it Latina or Hispanic? Which one is it? And he wanted this character to be done properly. So he is a white guy. I knew it. But he wanted to make several changes to the loose ideas we had in place. Keith named the new Blue Beetle Jamie Reyes, placed the story in El Paso. What? Instead of New York, and most importantly, moved the story away from being mystical and made it science fiction. El Paso? Really? I, it didn't look like that in the trailer. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He also had the fabulous idea of an ancient feud between the Scarab's race and the Lanterns, which sadly was never fully realized in the rest of the DCU. For the book, Keith, ever the collaborator, recommended John Rogers to work on the series with him. I don't remember where they were connected. All I know is Keith was a fan of his work. What the hell? What is his powers? What does this have to? Is his power? He's a Hispanic Latina. Which one is it? Which one is it? Like Bear's trying to figure out here. It was me, Richie said. Keith urged me to launch Boom Studios and provided me with many of the initial launch series, and called one day and said, I'm doing Blue Beetle. Who should I write with? I recommended John. Keith figured John was too busy as a screenwriter and would never work for comic crates. I knew differently and introduced them, and they went off. And off they went. The plan was to introduce new Blue Beetle in the seminal Infinite Crisis series before spinning him out on his own book. I wanted to make sure the series had the best launch pad for success for your Hispanic character. So while Jeff, was deeply involved in getting the miniseries done on time, we were still searching for a new look for Blue Beetle. And that's where we hit our first bump. He continued, we cast a very wide net for designs with all our go-to costume designers, but they seemed to fall a little short or ran too close to the previous designs. We were waiting for something fresh and bold, despite running out of time. I'm not sure who in editorial. They're just editorial. We don't care. Contacted Curly Hamner. What a name! But I'm glad they did. When Curly's designs came in, they were exactly what I was looking for, which was it didn't say. It had that Power Rangers Masked Rider influence with a look that stood out from our other characters. And in his designs were notes on how the suit functions, all of which Keith and John worked into their story. Still trying to figure out what his superpower is. So we finally had a look at the team. So while Geoff, whatever, seamlessly slipped Jamie into issue 3 of Infinite Crisis, Keith, John, and Cully worked on the series so that when Jamie makes his first costumed appearance in Infinite Crisis number 5, with a great Jim Lee cover there you go. Somebody should tell Mike Miller about that. Blue Beetle number 1 was on the shelf right next to it. Perfect timing and team collaboration, making an amazing first issue launch. Coordination, rather. Hard to believe that it was 17 years ago and now we have a movie that's energizing fandom. Let me check the chat. Is anybody energized? Let's see. No. No, 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 no. Let's see. P Money is correcting beer here. Batman was created in 1938. Ted Kord was created in 1985. But Kord is the one past his prime. I guess so. Fat, overweight. Probably the Woo flu got him. They should have waited a couple years and just had the old Woo get him. Blah 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 blah. Talk about Big Billy Burgers, yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. What was his freaking power? Beard. Apparently, it's Hispanic. That's his thing. He's either Hispanic or Latino. One of the two. That's really he can talk really fast apparently, and maybe make some good tacos. Apparently, still have no idea how Jamie Reyes was created or what he does. But that's all right. Nobody else does either. Nobody's gonna go see the movie. Nobody's gonna go see the movie. That's right, people. But it only gets better. It only gets better for Warner Brothers out here. Warner Brothers Discovery, rather. From the great folks at Deadline. Jill Goldsmith and Dee Dee Hayes. Warner Brothers Discovery unveils three, not one, not two, but trace, for Jimmy Reyes fans out there, tiers for new Max streaming service. They're just going to call it Max. Max. Oh, okay. Max what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Warner Brothers Discovery unveiled not one, not two, but trace tiers for its new Max service. Max. The pricing keeps Max in line with HBO Max and at the top end of the entertainment streaming spectrum. Oh boy. A price hike several months ago by HBO Max made it the most expensive service among major streamers. Good job there, guys. And the new plans will keep it just ahead of Netflix's most popular US plan, which costs $15.49 a month. I guess. I don't know. I guess people really like their Stranger Things out there. The top end plan also gives Max 4K functionality. Wow! Holy cow! We are getting into 2011 era time. 4K. 4K. Don't all of them have 4K? Oh, for crying out loud. And up to 4 concurrent logins. I guess that's for like family members or something. I don't know. Both increasingly popular items for discerning streaming consumers. The plans are Max Ad Lite. Max Ad Lite. At least they didn't call it Bud Max Ad Lite. For $9.99 a month or $99.99 a year for 2 concurrent streams. Max Ad Free. Wait, Max Ad Lite, Max Ad. This is confusing. For $15.99 a month or the low price of $149.99 a year with 2 concurrent streams. And Max Ultimate isn't Ultimate a synonym of Max? Max Ultimate ad free. Awesome. For $19.99 a month or $199.99 a year for 4 concurrent streams. So there you go. Existing HBO Max subscribers will have access to Max at the same price and will still have access to their current plan features for at least 6 months. Oh, that's nice of them. Following Max launch, HBO Max subscribers, profile setting, watch history, continue watching, and my list functions will also migrate so viewers can pick up streaming where they left off. Oh, thank God. Unless you're streaming some of the classic cartoons that they took off for whatever reason. No worries. Max, which Warner Brothers Discovery is calling Max the one to watch. Yeah, that's how many people do you think they paid in the marketing department to come up with this one? What do we call it? We got it HBO Max. What do we call the new service? I know. We'll call it Max. Ah, that's great, Jenkins. You're promoted. Launches May 23rd, people. It will house HBO Originals, Warner Brothers Films, Max Originals. What the hell is Max Originals? I don't know. Whatever. The DC Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. By the way, Beer is not a huge fan of Harry Potter. Doesn't like, the fantasy stuff, not Beer's thing. Sci-fi, sure, but they're bringing back the Harry Potter for a 10-year-long series. So how that's gonna work out? Poor the new Harry Potter's gonna go through like adolescence, and he's just gonna have a pockmarked face or something like that. So there you go. There you go. You watch the Harry Potter stuff out there. I actually thought that they were gonna sell that to Universal. There's some talk about that. Let me go. P1 says Anheuser Max Ad Light. There you go. Thank you, P-Money. Blue Beetle's powers were always confusing and changing. I still don't know what they are. Whatever. Kids content and discovery content across food, home, reality, lifestyle, and documentaries from HGTV, Food Network. Gotta have my Guy Ferrari. Discovery Channel, TLC, and ID. It will feature an average of more than 40 new titles and seasons every month. Holy cow! Where will you find the time? I guess you're just stuck there on HBO Max. Excuse me, Max. This new brand signals an important change from two narrow products, HBO Max and Discovery Plus, to our broader content offering and consumer proposition. While each product offers something for some people, Max will have broad array of quality choices for everybody. Let's see, they also ticked off a list of changes to drive Max engagement, including a simpler user interface. That should have been probably number one. They didn't even need to do that. A new content navigation menu, a curation of top brands, and genre hubs. Other enhancements for advertisers will help monetize the content. Oh boy. And they'll also sell all your information as well to those advertisers, even if you pay for the Max Ultra, or what was it called? Max Ultimate. Max Ultimate. Yeah, whatever. So stupid. For most users, the HBO Max app will automatically update to the new Max app. Some may need to be prompted to download the Max app. Max app! Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Or you can just get Discovery Plus for $4.99. And watch your Guy Ferrari over there. There you go. Going to the diners, drive-ins, and dives. Let me wait. I will wait till the very end. Because from our good friends at Deadline, Wall Street shrugs off Max's Wall Street. Warner Brothers Discovery shares dip 6%. Poor guys. Poor guys out there. Warner Brothers Discovery shares ended the session off 5%. 14. That's actually cheaper. Hold on. $14.06. Let's see. You could get. Yeah, it's cheaper than the ad-free version of Max. You could get a share of Discovery there. Do that. If you're one of the Friday night tight folks out there, you can just spend $14. You'll get you a share of Warner Brothers Discovery, and then go to one of the investor meetings there. Take a video there. Stop complaining and just actually go do something about it. Yeah, whatever. Down more than other media stocks in the broader market. There you go. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're coming back with a new Game of Thrones thing as well. So there you go. There you are. There you go. They're losing less money than Disney, asks Amy. Depends on what your definition of losing is. Disney is more in debt. It has more debt than Warner Brothers does. Warner Brothers has less. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which one. They have less debt, but they have more of that debt coming due sooner than Disney does, if Bear remembers that. It might be reversed. It might be the Disney one that's coming up sooner rather than later. Anyways, they're trying to go, Max, Warner Brothers, whatever the hell. They're trying to come up. Why didn't they just call it Discovery? They could have called it Discovery. That would have been a good name for a streaming service. Well, what are you going to watch today? Oh, Discovery. Oh, okay. It seamlessly blends together. What, Max? Oh, for crying out loud. Beer came up with that off the top of his head. He didn't need to spend millions and millions of dollars in advertising to come up with Max. Oh boy, Max. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, what was Beer saying? They're going to they need to shave off like a couple $1 billion. So he's talking about. Let me see. He made a mention of this. Yeah, here we go. This is thrilling for everybody out here. Thrilling. We're going to drive a free cash flow. This is the Z-Man out here. Drive a free cash flow, and we're going to invest in great stories. He's actually cutting, so I don't know how he's going to invest in great stories there. They need to cut. I think he's doing. Disney is like $4 billion. They needed to cut here at Warner Brothers, like a billion or two, something like that. They needed to cut. So there you go. I don't know. I don't know how they're not they're not changing course at all. They're going to have to do something. One of the comments out there we shared a little while back was maybe be selling DC. So they might have had James Gunn come in, stir up a lot of dust, look like they're doing something, and then turn around and sell it to like Apple TV or something. So we'll see. We'll see. Uh, Warner Brothers they need to shed a lot of debt and start becoming profitable. I don't think HBO Max was that profitable. That's why they had to rebrand here. They were going to merge the Discovery Plus. Is that the streaming one? I forget. Sorry about that. The Discovery Plus streaming thing, they were going to combine it together. Apparently, they were doing a whole lot better, making a whole lot more money with Discovery Plus than they were with HBO Max, even though they spent a bunch of money. So there you go. Beer would have to go back and check for you, Amy. Beer would have to go back and check. But maybe we can do that maybe the next time. I'd have to go back and look at all the financials, which is really exciting. People come to Beer's channel not for the comics, but to look at financials of large multinational corporations. Yes, indeed. Speaking of large multinational corporations, Marvel. Marvel. Why, why does she always look so depressed out here? What's her name? What is her name? I forget her name. Florence. Florence. At least that's how Bearer describes it. Marvel's Thunderbolts undergoing rewrite from Bounding into Comics here. The great Spencer McCooley. Original script reportedly put too much focus on returning Black Widow characters instead of the entire team. They have a team? Oh, for crying out loud. Haven't we learned our lesson? Haven't we? Marvel, you're the ones that came up with this. You start with the individual characters with the individual movies, and then you team them up. Or if you're going to have too much focus on the returning characters, why not have them returning characters, and then they build the team, and then the team is in the next movie? That's too much. That makes too much sense. According to the latest word on the street, Marvel's recent decision to undertake a massive rewrite of their upcoming Thunderbolts was prompted by the original scripts, always blaming the writers out there, misguided a focus towards their central characters. You want to have focus towards your central characters. Otherwise, why are they coming to see the... Oh, for crying out loud. You see, what was her name? Florence, Pleh. Pleh. Yeah. Like, how do you say that? How do you say P-U-G-H. Puh. 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 I don't know. Beer can't do it. The Thunderbolts' return to boot camp was first revealed on March 29th. Oh boy. Really? By the film's new writer, Beef. Beef. Showrunner. Lee Song-jin, during an interview given to Variety in promotion of his new Netflix comedy. That's good. P Money says, "Ooh, sell DC to Elon Musk." Might not be a bad idea. I'll never be able to see her in another movie without saying, "Pah!" Yeah, it's just one of these actresses that takes herself way too seriously. I mean, I'm sure she's fine and all, but should we go there? Uh, uh, she likes to go to these like big events, big premieres and stuff like that, and wear very revealing dresses out there, very see through, and very proud and everything. And how do we put this? Uh, uh, how should we put this? The girls upstairs aren't the greatest thing with a see-through dress out there. So no offense to anybody out there, but yeah. So people are seeing this, and she's like, "Oh, look at me, I'm so great." And you're like, "Well, it's I've seen 2x4s that are better than that." And oh no, why are you complaining about that? And it's like, well, you're the one that wear the see-through dress, so people are gonna notice these things and might say a couple things. Might not be positive. Oh, I'm such a beautiful actress. Why are you so? Anyways, that's Florence. Where were we? I'm rewriting it. Sin. I thought his name was Jin. Yeah, I don't know if it's Jin or Sin out here. Lee Song Jin or Lee Song Sin. Bluntly told the entertainment news outlet, it's the whole squad again, he added, referring to the fact that both Beef director Jake Shearer and actor Stephen Young had signed on to serve in the same capacities in Thunderbolts. Jake asked me if I would come on board. I probably should have taken a break. He should have probably passed. But there's a lot of themes and exciting things going on in the movie. I just couldn't help but sign on. Oh boy, themes. Oh, I wonder. I, I wonder if those themes are, strong masculine characters protecting, you know, weaker folks out there from evil stuff that's going on, and they're promoting all the great stuff, and we don't need the Bud Light stuff. We don't need any of that. I'm sure those are the themes that they're excited about. Not the themes that we probably all can guess that they're going to be talking about. Why does he have blood on his shield? I don't know. Whatever. It's truly an honor to be part of a Marvel thing. No, said nobody. Said nobody. But it's very different, added Sin or Jen or whatever the hell. One, it's not my project, it's Jake's. It's such a larger scope and scale that the type of writing is very different. At the same time, the process feels the same. It's a script, dude. It's not the process is always the same. For crying out loud. I'm still talking to Jake every day. I think once you find this squad of people you love and trust, and you're so talented, you do everything you can to keep working. Here we go. Just bring back Scarlett Johansson. Just do a MacGuffin and look, she's alive. Look, wow. We should never killed her off in the first place. Yay! We should have killed off, old flat butt out there with her new trailer. We should have done that. No. Let's kill off Scarlett Johansson. Whatever. Hey, you could do worse. You could be like DC and just totally get rid of one of your favorite female actresses out there for no apparent reason whatsoever. You could have done that. Well, neither Marvel nor Sin or Jen or whatever the hell his name is provided any insight into why exactly the studio had chosen to rework the anti-hero. It's an anti-hero? For crying out loud. They're trying to be like a Suicide Squad. Film reporter Jeff Snyder subsequently detailed that, according to his sources say, people, the film was being rewritten because it spent far too much time focused on the film's returning Black Widow characters rather than the autonomous team as a whole. I heard this scrap the other guys. The poor guy, Eric Peterson, Eric Pearson rather. His draft he explained in the episode. One of the problems that Thunderbolts draft had that it had the similar problem rather that Suicide Squad had. It's the exact same thing. Where it was too focused on Black Widow characters who are going to be in Thunderbolts. Well, let me just say this: Florence Pugh is no Margot Robbie. That's for sure. That is for sure. It's too focused on Black Widow characters who are going to be in Thunderbolts, and it wasn't equal enough for the team. We gotta have equality. I very much emphasize the characters we already knew, like this guy doing his thing. I don't know. His beard is a superpower. Given the confirmed roster for the MCU version of Thunderbolts, it seems Pearson's take on the team would have seen a I'm not even going to go there. Thunderbolts is currently set to strike theaters July 26, 2024, until it's being pushed back yet again. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's it. That's it. Spencer is the editor rather, for Bounding into Comics, a lifelong anime fan and comic book reader and video game player. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Spencer. There you go. There she is, crying. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. They keep trying to make her a big star. And it's like, why? I don't understand it. Just stop. Just stop already, for crying out loud. Anywho, that is that, people. That, they say, is that. Yes, indeed. All right, let me get out of this and do the thing with the thing. Do the thing with the thing. Do the thing. Oh, we'll do this one. See it a little bit better. There we go. All right, the chat. Let me get back to the chat. The girls upstairs bears desperate attempt to talk about the boobs. There we go. Well, we try to keep it a high class show here. If we can't do a professional show, we're gonna do a high class show. Well, no, we're not. No, we're not. We can't do a high class show here. Crying out loud. Well, we'll try something. We'll definitely try something. Yes, indeed. Boobs is where it was. She didn't have the full stack up there. The full stack. And that's fine. That's fine, ladies. It's fine. I mean, personality, all that sort of stuff. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, she was coming out and, hey, look at me in my dress. And it's like, yeah, well, but, the thing. And, why are you saying these things? Like, well, because it is. Like, it's all aggravated. It's like, but you're the one that put yourself out there, Like, why? Why? Just go to the premiere with a nice dress or something like that. Some decent attire, some classic attire. That sort of. You don't need to. I mean, the see-through dress. That's like stripper territory there. Why? Why would you go there? Why would you? Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. Where is Beer? Beer is somewhere. Trying to do the thing with the thing. We forgot to do this when we were talking about the AI stuff, out there, but very not safe for work at all, people, not at all. But we've got some interesting AI stuff there if you want to check it out on the old YouTubes. That would be Tom Brady, an AI Tom Brady, doing stand up. So if you ever wanted to see the goat of football out there doing stand up, you can check that out. It's an AI. They took kind of his voice and did kind of an AI sort of deep fake sort of deal. So if you want to check it out, go right ahead. Bear would say language warning, very salty. You never heard Tom Brady being very salty out there. But there you go. You can check that out. Interesting stuff going on there. Yes, indeed. Well, all right. At the very beginning of the show, Bear was thanking everybody out there. We went from 200 subscribers up to 300. We are neck and neck with the alternate channel out there. So trying to keep the main channel going out there and having more subscribers out there. So hopefully you can check that out. Go check out the alternate channel there. We have some fun over there. But yeah, want to thank all of the new people that are signing up with Beer. We appreciate you. Hopefully, hoping to do some more videos here on the channel. We got I did the other day or today. What wasn't it today? The the FATL review that we did on the live show a little while back, and we've also got coming up on Friday or Saturday. I think it's Saturday. We've got the what was it? Oh, the Cerberus campaign review from Narwhal out there. From Narwhal. So check that out. Hopefully, we're trying to get some more videos done. Bears, man, oh man, just being pulled in every direction here. But hopefully, we'll get some more videos done. Not rely too much on the live shows here, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed the live show here today. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for Bear. Bear would appreciate that very much. Very much. All right, let's go through our list here. Jiminy, I want to thank Jiminy out there. P Money, of course. Also Fly Fox. Always good to have Fly Fox here. The Lesters, all of our Lesters out there, every single little one of them. And all of our Russian bots and lurkers. Even if you lurk, we do appreciate you. Hey, hit that thumbs up button for Bear if you're even lurking out there. Would appreciate it. Let's see. Melissa says, "Whoa, 300." I know it was only 200 just a couple days ago. Go figure. There you go. There you go. Both of them are neck and neck, though. You can't have both a high class show and have an article that mentions the president. You can't have both. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It's over. The woo is over. We don't have anything to worry about other than our AI overlords. Other than that, the Furbies that are coming to get us, we'll be okay. We will be okay. Let's see. This is Sparta with bears and comic books. This is true. This is true. Bear's definition of Comicsgate, if you haven't heard, is a collection of foodies that sometimes talks about comics. So there you go. Or other stuff out there. Or other stuff. Definitely salmon. That's true. Definitely salmon. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, want to thank everybody out here, our regulars, our new viewers. We do appreciate it. Trying to do this every Wednesday and Saturday, right about 8 o'clock. Whenever Bear hits the button and figures the thing out. But you know what? All of this talk about salmon, it's making Bear hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr.